my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over our college talk. I love doing college videos like this. I love to help people with any questions when they're moving into their dorm, when they're moving away for the first time. I moved to college 2 weeks after I graduated high school. So I started fresh, I started new, went to school like 2 months earlier than everybody else, had absolutely no friends there. So today I have a list of ways to save when you were in college. So this isn't really a list that can help you when you were like packing or prepping for college, but it's not one of those ones where it's like, oh, buy this, don't buy that. Those videos that I do, which I will do an updated video on, but this is really to help you once you get there. I have found that especially this past year, they helped me immensely when it came to saving money, because opening my Etsy shop, I was hella broke for a while. I really was. So I believe I have 15 tips here. I've got 15 tips, so let's just get started. Okay, so my first tip to you, this is one that I really didn't start doing until this year, and I'm going to be a senior this year, so I have been in college for a while. I know, I'm old. I know. Something that my roommates and I really started doing this year was shopping at places like Dollar Tree and Goodwill. Y'all saw my makeup collection video. Y'all saw that I got this 3-drawer dresser from Goodwill for $15. And Dollar Tree actually has a lot of good stuff. We have gotten countless containers. All of our placemats are from there. All of our spices are from there. Literally, Dollar Tree is only $1. There is a difference between Dollar Tree and Dollar General though. Dollar General is like $1 to $3. Dollar Tree is specifically $1. And actually a lot of our kitchen supplies are from there as well. All of our spatulas, all of our spoons, they actually have really good stuff because they have brands like Betty Crocker, Tupperware. It's really not as bad as it seems, but shopping at places like Goodwill when you need things really simple or you need furniture, I would definitely suggest going to places like that before going to Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Target. Alright, my second tip I actually didn't think of until my friend mentioned it. She said to split your meals. So what I would suggest is go places that have free appetizers. Mexican food, Texas Roadhouse, Olive Garden. Go somewhere where they have free appetizers so you can kind of fill up on those and then split a meal with somebody. And if you're not with somebody and you want to split the meal on your own, automatically get a to-go box right when you sit down. That way you can put half of the meal in a to-go box. That way you have either, if you're eating that for lunch, you have that for dinner, or you have it for the next day. But actually be shocked how much money you save by sharing a meal. I know, at least for myself, I don't leave anything on the plate because if I am paying for it, I'm going to eat it, which is probably why I gained 20 pounds last year. But I highly suggest it. It'll help you with not gaining weight and it will help your wallet immensely. So my third tip kind of goes with that, is to use cash instead of credit cards. I find it personally that I am very money conscious when I have cash. If I walk into Sephora with $200 in cash, I'm not gonna buy every single thing that I see. Now if I put it on a credit card or my debit card, it's not gonna feel as bad because I'm not seeing myself lose that money. On a credit card or a debit card, you don't see it until you look at your bank account or until you have to write your check at the end of the month. If you're paying cash, you instantly lose that money. So using cash helps me save so much because I'll sit there and think, do I want this $20 or do I really need this pair of shoes? It kind of helps you weigh out how bad you want something. Also, with saving cash, I would say save your coins. I paid for a good amount of my spring break trip to Colorado with coins. So if you're paying with cash and you get 55 cents back, put it in a little mason jar. Whenever my mason jar gets completely full, I have between like $20 and $30. It's actually really easy, especially if you continually take cash out, or if you're a waitress like me, you constantly have cash. It becomes really, really easy to save that money up. My fourth tip is to take anything that is free, and that comes with getting involved on campus. So if you are new to college, you're about to have so much fun. You're going to have things like career fair, apartment fairs, organization fairs, all these types of things. Like our housing fairs, it's when all the apartments come in to our student center on campus, and there's probably 30 apartments, and they give you free t-shirts, free pins, free koozies, sunglasses. You can enter into raffles. You can win TVs, coffee makers. You can win all this crazy stuff. We also have this thing where once a month, I do believe it's the last Wednesday of every month, we have a culture appreciation. So all you have to do is swipe your student ID and you get a free meal. And one of our churches actually does free meals every month. So if you look around to the churches or the storefronts that are near your campus, if you're in the middle of town like Texas State is, you can find tons and tons of ways to get free stuff and save money. Also, if you get involved in student organizations, conversations on campus. Today I got into Students in Free Enterprise and our meeting was at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. 90% of the time they're gonna have food there to feed you, and sometimes if they have too much, like one of the meetings I went to last semester, they had 6 boxes of pizza left and they were literally giving them away so that they didn't have to take it home. So I would say getting involved is one of the top ways you are going to save money. My 5th tip, I wish I could still take my own advice on, but get a reusable water bottle. If you are on campus or in a dorm, you're going to have water fountains everywhere, and most of them now are actually made for water bottles where you stick your water bottle underneath and the water's already actually filtered, so that's really cool. But when you go off campus like I am, this will be my 3rd year off campus, and you go to the grocery store and you don't have a water fountain down the hall anymore, it's kind of hard not to just go out and just buy water bottles and keep them in your room when you're lazy and don't want to walk all the way downstairs. Getting a reusable water bottle, A, will save you a lot of money because though cases of water are only like $4, if you buy that for a whole year, you know, that can be $60 to $70 you could use towards something else. Plus, you're also saving the environment by not using plastic. So my 6th tip was getting involved on campus, but I guess I kind of tied that in with step 4 when I said take advantage of anything that is free. But again, that is one great way to save money, is just getting involved and using every single resource that is given to you. Step 7 is, this isn't for everybody. Get a job if you can. My first 3 years of college, I was not allowed to have a job. While I was in school, going into my senior year, I will have an internship, so I will be working during school. But if you have a job, that's a great way to save money. And what I mean by that is every single paycheck, what I do during the summer, I take $100 out and I put it into my savings account. That doesn't seem like a lot at first, but if you're at that job for 2 years and you look into your savings account, you'll have $2,400. Now, sometimes it is hard to do that because sometimes you are struggling and you need every single cent from that paycheck. I understand. Trust me, but you will kick yourself after you graduate if you haven't been saving this whole time. And tip 8, if you don't have a job, you definitely are going to want to learn how to coupon. Most all apartments and dorms here will get paper coupons in the mail. You won't necessarily get the cutout ones from Sunday Paper, but you will get ones to fast food restaurants, to local stores, H-E-B, Kroger, Walmart. You will get their ads so you know what you can save on. I also suggest subscribing to crazycouponlady.com. They have so many coupons, it is absolutely ridiculous. They tell you how to get free toothpaste, free food, free laundry detergent. They show you all these crazy ways. If you see one that says how to get free laundry detergent or laundry detergent for 99 cents, you click on that post and it'll tell you all the coupons you need to bring to you and what store you need to go to, and you have it done. So couponing is definitely the way to go. There are also multiple apps that you can use to save with couponing. Target has one, Walmart has one. Price matching, there's all different types of resources that I will leave all right here. I highly suggest that you download these apps, and I will also leave all those links down in the description box. Okay, I think we're on tip 9 now, I believe. I don't even know. On to the next tip, buy in bulk if you have the room. So if you are a freshman, this probably will not apply to you unless you're lucky and live in a big ass room. But for my roommates and I, we each have our own room in our apartment. So buy in bulk if you can. And by that, I mean going to Sam's or Costco. Go buy a whole entire box of Tide Pods for the laundry room, and that lasts us for the whole entire year, both semesters, and it's like $12, split it between 3 people. $4 a piece. Definitely make sure you and your roommates are splitting everything, and buying in bulk makes that a lot easier because maybe you don't need all 36 rolls of toilet paper at one time, but when you live in the same apartment for 2 years and you never have to rebuy it, you're gonna thank yourself for spending that $15 at that one time rather than having to go to Walmart or Target every couple months to rebuy, and then you're probably saving $30 or $40 because it's about the same price for those two. So this next tip, it took me a while to actually take my own advice on. Freshman year, I went a little stir crazy with this, but as I got older and a little bit more money conscious, I kind of followed this rule a bit more. Do you really need that outfit? You do not need a new outfit for every single event. I know you think you do, and I know you're gonna want it, but here's 2 reasons why you don't. You're gonna have to move out eventually, and you're gonna look in your closet and hate yourself. Freshman year, I wanted to kick myself in the butt because I had bought so much crap, clothes, storage, just all this random stuff that I did not need. So I lost out on that money, and I had to move all of that out and stick it into my little car. So you will thank yourself when you are moving that you didn't buy that extra dress. And 2, if you have friends, just borrow their clothes. My roommate and I wear each other's clothes all the time. If you go to my Instagram, my personal Instagram, every single outfit I have on is almost always hers. But I'm also not a very big shopper, so for me, it's when I go to Sephora or Ulta. I know that I can't go. I know during school I can't go out and buy palettes every single week I can like I can when I'm working in the summer. So I really have to restrict myself on makeup, while others, it might be shoes, fast food, or clothing. So this next tip kind of ties into using cash and not a card. Do not get in trouble with a credit card. This is one of the biggest myths when it comes to college students, and now that I live on my own in an apartment with bills and everything, I definitely 100% see it to be true. Credit cards can get you in trouble so fast. Yes, you're gonna have student loans no matter what, which is why some people go stir crazy, but some people graduate with tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt on a credit card because they just bought everything that they possibly could. That's why I highly suggest either using just a debit card or cash, because the debit card, it's automatically being taken out of your bank account. Your credit card, if you have a $9,000 limit and you do that all in 1 month, guess what? At the end of the month, when you have negative $30 in your bank account, you have to pay that $9,000 off somehow, and then you're kind of just out of luck. So I would say 100% stay away from credit cards if you know you do not have self-control. This is probably my biggest tip when it comes to actual schooling. Do not buy your textbooks from the school bookstore. And let me tell you why. Look, you are buying may be used, it may be old, it may be 10 years old with pages ripped out. They're going to charge you $150+ for that book when you can find it on Amazon for $19.99. So I would definitely say check Amazon or Chegg for either books or ebooks. And I highly suggest getting an ebook over just a regular textbook, especially if you're someone like me who does not like to read your textbook. Ebooks are just easier for me because I can print out those pages and read them while I'm going. You get older and into your upper level classes, buying books gets a little bit harder because you're having to buy online access codes to do your homework, and those are $100 a piece, and you can't get a discount of those anywhere. So that kind of sucks, but while you can, for your first 2 or 3 years, just buy your books online or at rental stores nearby. They even charge an arm and a leg, so I would just say check Amazon and Chegg, or just ask around with your friends. I also don't suggest buying the book before school starts. I know that kind of sounds weird, but a majority of your classes you will get into, and on the first day during syllabus week, they're going to say, we either use the book or we don't, and if you've already bought the book, you spend $150 and you're out of luck. So I would say if you're going to buy these books, just wait until the teacher tells you that you are or aren't going to use it, or if you're kind of skeptical that it might sell out or just want it right then and there, at least email your professor and ask them before you're spending like half your life savings on a book. Next tip is to ask for student discounts, because the worst thing they can do is say no. And I always forget to do this, but places like Banana Republic, Loft, and Taylor, they all have student discounts. Here in San Marcos, we have a giant outlet mall. I'm sure everybody in Texas knows about it. It's massive. And I know places like American Eagle, Nike, Victoria's Secret, they don't offer student discounts, but a lot of places do. So Banana Republic, they offer 10%. So if you have a 50% off coupon that was emailed to you, you can use the 10% student discount on top of that, so you are saving buttloads of money. That's how I bought all of my business clothes last year. Also, places like Chipotle, Dairy Queen, all have student discounts. All you have to do is ask, because the worst they can do is say no. Chipotle here may do a student discount, but Chipotle in Arkansas may not. It kind of just depends on the store, which kind of sucks, but honestly, just as long as you remember to ask, the worst they can tell you is no. My next tip, I did not believe until it happened to me. Do not stop applying for scholarships. So I was not the brightest student in high school. I really do not care about school. I don't care about studying. I'm just not a studious person. So of course I didn't get scholarships for academics. I found out at my school that the student government loses but has $20,000 to $30,000 of scholarships just unused every single year because nobody applies for them. So this past year, going into my junior year, so 2 years ago, wow, I'm old. 2 years ago, I applied for the student government scholarship. It was super easy. I just filled out why I thought I deserved it, or just one of those questions, why do you think I deserve it? What would you do with it? Blah, blah, blah. And I completely forgot about it. And then, this is actually a really sad story. I was at work, my boss let me go home early, and I found out that I had made a D in one of my classes, and I started bawling to my mom. Like, I got home, and she was like, how are you? And I just started crying. Like, you know when you have black tears because of your makeup, that kind of crying. Because I thought I wasn't going to get into business school. I thought it was just they were going to reject me and all this stuff. And then I found out that I got a $2,500 scholarship that I had completely forgot that I had even applied for. So I feel like you're more likely to get scholarships once you're in school, so never, ever, ever stop applying. Alright, and this is my last one, and this honestly can save you a buttload of money as well. Do not drive to school and ride the public bus. So we do have a school bus here. We have ones that go all around campus to all the apartments, and our parking passes at this school for a purple pass, which is like off campus living, so you have to park in the perimeters of the campus, is $150. As a freshman, my parking pass cost $500 to park outside of my dorm on campus. So these parking passes are crazy expensive, and there's no parking anywhere. You can never, ever, ever find parking. So it's ridiculously stupid. And we also have a parking garage that's $3 an hour. So if you're on campus all day, that's $20. And trust me, you do that for a whole entire week, that's $100 right there. It adds up so quickly. So I would definitely suggest riding the bus. I only live half a mile from campus, so I can walk when I'm not lazy. Or if you want, just get a bike. If you have a bike-friendly campus, we definitely don't hear, but people still ride their bikes. Get yourself a bike or just carpool. Carpooling will save you oodles of money, oodles of gas, and time. So I hope these tips are very helpful to y'all. I will leave all the tips I listed, all the links, and everything that I mentioned down below in the description box. So if you missed something or anything like that, I will leave that down below. So if you guys like these college help tip videos, give this video a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe before you leave, because next week I am uploading our back to school giveaway, so you do not want to miss that. And you have to be subscribed to win, so you might as well go ahead and do it now. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.